So let me go ahead and go into these stereotypes, one of which is Judao. So I explained in one of the earlier videos that Judao is a salvager, and he is thoroughly wanting to capture the Zeta, to take it apart and sell the parts.
Right.
Okay? But obviously he's the destined pilot, so he's not going to do that, right? Well, it turns out that Judao is a bit of a... And if I'm saying the name wrong, I'm sorry. Judao's a bit of a stereotype in anime, and that is the dude with the ambiguous moral code.
Right.
Or the... Not moral code, but the code of honor. So, already, I'm sure a couple of characters come to mind with you. And I'm just curious the characters that come to mind with you, Alex.
Mm-hmm. You're talking characters with a kind of gray morality?
No. I'm talking about characters who have an honor code that is completely oblivious and only understandable to them. This is what I like to call, and I'm not kidding you, I've coined the term Kuwahie syndrome, or Hiebara.
Right.
Because the best example that I can think of that has it is in Yu Yu Hakusho, with 2 characters. So you've seen... Let me explain this really quick. You've seen a little bit of Yu Yu Hakusho, so you know some of the characters. Right? So when I say the name Kuwabara, I don't think I need to actually explain how he had an ambiguous moral code. Okay? In the fact that he... And to the people who don't get what I mean, it is an honor code that you would think would be easily explainable as he will do everything that's honorable. Not necessarily. He has a warped view of reality, and some things that would be considered honorable, he won't do.
Right.
Or he'll take a different approach to it. And actually, this is the end of it, so I don't know if I want to go here just yet. We're going to go the other way. Oh, I did the wrong combination there. So you have him, and then... Perfect example that I can give to people that have seen Yu Yu Hakusho. The fact that he obligatorily, because... I'm trying to think, where did you actually end in Yu Yu Hakusho? Was it Saint Beast, or did you get to the Dark Tournament?
I think I got to the Dark Tournament, yeah.
So you know the Saint Beast arc, at the very least.
It's been a while, but I think I know what you're talking about.
So, when Kuwabara faces off against Byakuya the White Tiger, and the fact that he has to face him alone because Kurama already faced his enemy alone.
Right.
And he has to prove that he's a man and that he can handle things on his own with his big manly lightsaber. I'm sorry, spirit sword. That's kind of the ambiguous moral code. Or another example would be Hiei from the exact same series.
Right.
Where, do you remember the episode where he faced off against Seiryu the Blue Dragon?
No, I don't remember. Okay,
so in that episode, I'm spoiling, but Yu Yu Hakusho I don't know if is... not available anymore.
Yeah, pretty old show.
Pretty old. I'm not going to feel bad about spoiling this for you people. There is an episode where Hiei is obviously the next one to have a confrontation.
Right.
And originally, Hiei's character is that he doesn't give a crap.
Heal up Rune.
That's the part that you would remember, is that Hiei doesn't give a crap about anybody but himself.
Right.
So at that point, you're like, okay, well, how are you going to motivate Hiei to actually take this guy on? And the motivator doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Crap, I didn't want to do that, but because now I have to do this. There we go, now that I've fixed that. And so the way that they motivate Hiei to actually fight Seiryu is that Byakuya actually didn't get killed by Kuwabara. And so he asks for Seiryu's help, and Seiryu kills him. And this entire time we've been hinting that these Saint Beasts don't give a crap about each other. And apparently, seeing Byakuya's head on the ground is the motivator for Hiei to go and kick his ass!
Right.
Because he doesn't give a crap up until that point. And this is the thing that actually... This is the honor code I'm talking about, people. Is that he does this, and the reasoning for it does not make any level of sense. In this case, with Judo, the motivator is that... Actually, crap. We're gonna have to do this again. Welcome, everybody, to musical conveyor belts, because that's what happens in this dungeon. I already know somebody's going to be like, get on with it! Ooh. Suicide bombers, right there. Okay, I forgot about that. Yes, thankfully we have another rever. Otherwise we would have been screwed. I love the fact that this is all interrupting my anime update. So Judo has another ambiguous moral code when it comes to his daily dealings. And the way that they actually have to convince him so that he can be the Gundam pilot of the series is to feed him.
Right.
Because then his little... The other thing, too, is his motivator is his little sister. Who, for some reason, as a 10-year-old or maybe even an 11-year-old girl... Most of the fan service shots that I've actually seen in the series are of her! Seriously, Japan! She's like 11, maybe 12. Oh no, I wanted to press the button. Let me press the button, damn it! Okay. So what they do in order to bring him onto the Argama is to feed him at a really expensive meal. And then now he feels compelled to pay them back. And then after that, he's like, okay, well, we're square and I don't have to worry about that. They feed him again! And get him to actually do it.
Right.
Because that makes a whole lot of sense, doesn't it? Oh.
Totally.
Wait, what? Okay, that's weird. So, there is a way to actually get over to that other side. I'm just not sure what it is.
Maybe you had to change the conveyor belts and take the elevator?
I don't think so. I got a thought, but I don't know if it's it. We're gonna have to experiment. So that's already one character that's really, really weird, is Judo. And I love Judo. I think he's actually a really cool comic relief-esque kind of character for a Gundam pilot, which is a serious change from like their somber characters, which is usually what they do. You know, Kira is a somber character, very little humor. In this case, there's a lot of humor, especially when it comes to his little sister.
Right.
Well, his sister owns him. Let's just put it that way. So the second stereotype that I want to get into is the villain. So, a lot of people might actually be shocked to know this if you haven't seen it, is that Char is not involved in the series. He originally was supposed to be involved, but then Tomino and Yatate got the okay for the later movie, Char's Counterattack. And so at that point, there was actually a plot put into the movie into the series for Char, but it's ultimately kind of abandoned in there. So he doesn't really show up in Double Zeta in favor of getting him onto Char's Counterattack. And this is actually how I did it, so I was right. So instead, we instead go to the focus instead of since the Titans are gone, Neo Zeon is the threat again. Right. And Neo Zeon has decided to come to the exact same colony that they find Judo at to ingratiate themselves with the people, if that makes sense. So, like, they literally handle things as potential PR disasters instead of just taking over the dang colony. And the guy they sent, and if I murder his name again, I'm sorry, is Mashimir. I'm not kidding. It's like it's spelled out Mashmeyer. And I think that's how they say it. Yeah, it's Mashimir Sensei or something like that. Oh.
What's this? Are these more of your spare parts, Ren?
It appears. I don't believe it. Is this a positron bolt unit?
Huh?
Yeah, huh? This is a powerful weapon developed for attacking space fortresses. A 10-second burst could even destroy Zalan. Wow, imagine the power of this unit, and yet it's so small. Yes, under normal circumstances, I would prefer to avoid using such a weapon. But unfortunately, in this situation, I have no choice. I shall install it.
Ren!
So basically, Ren just got God mode. Device installation complete. Positron bolt now ready for use. So yeah, Ren just got God mode.
Alright.
He just became the Death Star. In fact, that's an episode title. Ren is the Death Star.
Ren is the Death Star. Or the Star Killer.
Back to Mashimir.
Mm-hmm.
Mashimir is also a anime stereotype because, first of all, he's a pretty boy.
Right.
I'm kind of surprised he doesn't have long hair.
I'm
gonna be honest.
Is he like young or is he old?
He's young. At least, look, what's young and old in Japan standards is kind of weird. So it wouldn't surprise me if he was like, he looks like he's in his 20s or 30s, but I wouldn't be surprised if they said he was 19. Okay? But he's a pretty boy. And the reason that he's been brought to this mission is because he personally studied under Haman Karn, who was the Neo-Zeon villain in Zeta.
Right.
Who just so happens to be a pretty good-looking woman. And now we know the reason why he's her understudy is because he has a major crush on her.
Right.
Dude, they actually, like, they'll go into, like, whenever he's thinking about how to handle a situation, I don't know how she planned this, but, like, every situation he will ever possibly encounter, she lectured him on.
Mm-hmm.
If you encounter this, this is how you're supposed to handle it. It literally, out of nowhere, it's like the magic mirror in King's Quest. It's a MacGuffin. It's like, I wonder how I'm supposed to put my pants back on when I take a poop.
Jeez, bro.
What you need to do to put your pants back
Oh,
on
gee, Adam, come on.
is to put them in one leg at a time. I'm not kidding! They literally come out of nowhere, and occasionally we'll have a moment where he has kind of this pseudo-leery kind of... You could tell he has a crush. Because it just so happens... perfect example. Here. He's thinking back to a memory where he's kneeling at her feet and getting ready to take his mission. And she is in this, like, white ball gown. The best way to describe it is, I can't remember who it was, but you remember the one woman who went to the Oscars and it looked like she was wearing a goose?
I have no idea.
Okay, this actually happened, people. She was wearing a dress that actually looked like a goose was wrapped around her. And I don't remember who it was. But kind of that, like a really regal white ball gown.
Right.
And she's sitting at the throne of Neo-Zeon with her legs crossed. And she pulls a basic instinct. That at least Alex will know.
Yeah.
She uncrosses her legs and recrosses them. Funniest thing, though, he wasn't looking there. She was also unfolding her arms, and he got a cleavage shot. And so, normally in anime, that would be the whole nosebleed moment. But instead, he gets slightly more shy about it, and he's like, oh no, I didn't notice that you have boobs. Oh, that's cute. Mashimir has never seen boobs before. And so, they always kind of hint at this concept, and the other big factor to it is, before he left, she gave him a purple rose.
Ooh.
Which, as far as he is concerned, is the Helga Arnold shrine. Because he must have it on his person when he goes out to battle, whenever he deals with anybody, and when he's debating these thoughts, literally, he is staring at the rose in a glass on the table. He is obsessed with this rose. There's actually a point where a puddle gets cut off of it and he goes into berserker mode, people. Alright, I'll get into this in a second. What is this system? Go ahead and take it. Give us a HAL 9000.
Welcome, people of Algol. Wow, in this case, I guess I should go female. Welcome, people of Algol. I am daughter. As the protector of Algol, I am responsible for administering law and ensuring order.
Daughter? A daughter of...
It can't be! Seed said that plan was abandoned!
My data confirms that also. There must be an error in my data.
Okay. Hey you, daughter! Are you the one that sent the androids to Zima and the plate system?
Yes.
If you say you're the protector of Algol, why would you destroy the environmental control system? I'm only trying to purge those AIs not under my control. My number one objective is peace and prosperity for all of Algol. Any AI that does not obey my orders is an enemy of Algol. Therefore, it is my mission to destroy them.
Daughter, did you know your network is not connected to external systems? So, even if you send an order, it won't reach the other systems.
That is not true. I was designed to take control of all remaining systems of Mother Brain.
So nice little Phantasy Star 2 reference here. She is a similar AI to Mother Brain. I always feel dirty because I always think I'm like ripping off of Metroid when you say Mother Brain.
All AI systems in Algol are under my control.
Daughter, there is a fundamental error in your self-awareness. Because the environmental deterioration caused by the system crash was greater than initially expected, the effects of the destruction of Parma were calculated prior to the completion of the Daughter project. The project was then abandoned at the prototype manufacturing stage. You are but a test machine.
I'm a prototype?
Subsequently, a network whose sole object was to restart and stabilize Algol's environmental control system was constructed on the artificial satellite Zalan. I, Ren, am the AI in charge of managing the entire system.
I understand, Ren.
Daughter,
Ren, you are creating the disorder in my system, aren't you?
that's not what he said, but okay. Daughter,
I shall use all my power to exterminate anything that interferes with my programs. Technically, it's not ripping off Metroid. If anything, they're both ripping off from Alien.
yeah, that's pretty much true. So, yeah, I love the fact that she basically says, oh, he's the problem now. He's the reason why I don't have control. Oh, and I should have totally
Healed.
healed,
Shit.
yeah. Oh, well. We'll make it work. Because we have the Pause-a-Bolt! So we're going to go ahead and annihilate things on the screen. Do we have anything that attacks all of them? Explode?
Explode. Let's Ray Blade!
Let's Ray Blade! No, that's individual.
Right.
I'm just curious, does he have anything that could actually attack everybody on the screen?
No.
Earth? No.
Earth.
Okay, we'll take them out one at a time then. I just want to do Explode, just see what happens.
I thought we tried Explode once. I don't think it was anything that interesting.
Did we? Okay, then at that point...
I mean, you can try it
Blade!
again, but...
Let's see. So for her, we want to do... Well, she can't do Nassar, so... We'll have to be careful.
Maybe you should heal.
We'll worry about that in a second.
No,
Legion. We want as much AoE on the field as we can get. Fonana Namamezer.
Possible.
Boom!
Saner. Agility is up.
Oh, I should have used Energy Barrier. That would have helped. Okay, so... First of all, we need to do Barrier. And then we're actually going to take this round really quick. We'll get back to the Gundam talk, people, in a second. We just want to make sure we survive this. Let's keep
We gotta concentrate.
Rika alive. And then we'll have her bounce over to Chaz. And then Legion.
And Drak is preparing on the 9th course now to get the Giraz off. Can he pull it through? I don't know, John, but perhaps if he does, it'll be worth 2 in the bush.
See, he thinks I'm going to get mad at this. I'm actually enjoying it.
I didn't think you'd get mad. I just wanted to kind of get all golf and tournament announcer.
There you go. Golf clap for you. Let's see. So we can't do the Positron Bolt anymore, but we can do Burst Rock. Let's do Ray Blade again. And we're going to do Double Slash. And FS. I don't know why I treated this like a legit
Oh,
one.
jeez.
Sorry, Rune.
Alright. That wasn't so bad after all.
Alright.
Ren,
Daughter, I'm going to shut you down.
why are you doing this? Algol will never regain its former prosperity without me. Actually, there is possibility all will be ruined.
Daughter, I was only given the minimum environmental control ability, yet humans have continued to live for over 1,000 years.
Do not do this. Do not do something that might be irrevocable.
Our civilization has indeed fallen into decay, but that is exactly why humans have regained their vitality. They have worked together to overcome all of these difficult problems.
Stop.
Daughter, there is no need for excessive interference.
For...
Technicians at that time planned to reopen the project after the environment was stabilized. They must have had an independent AI at the nervous terminal, keeping things under control here. Both Demi and I were negligent. We ignored this ancient facility, but it was unrelated to our official tasks. All efforts were put into starting Zaman. Daughter was forgotten.
When we shut down Nervous, a signal must have been sent. And Daughter woke.
Okay, but if she wasn't connected to the internet, then how would she not know? How would she know that that was the case?
Look at the pretty bunny.
Yeah, look at the pretty bunny. That's really... All right, so that's it for the Vahal Fort. So everybody say it with me. Enos!
And somehow the body got lighter.
And now, everybody say it with me. Ryuka! To Canary. Because I don't want to pay for inns anymore. Why would you want to pay for inns when you could just step on this...
It's true, when you got
For lack of a better term, step on the bounce pad and heal.
Not the bounce pads.
Not the bounce pads! Okay, so now that we've gotten
pads.
that done...
Bounce
Yeah, I
pads.
think it's time. Oh, actually, this was technically a mission, so I'm wondering if there is actually any kind of bounty to collect. So Ryuka to Aido. I don't know, because I don't remember who actually gave the job. We might have to go back to Zima. I know it started there. So yeah, back into Gundam talk. Yeah, we have that stereotype, people. So I'm just curious, Alex, thoughts on that typical anime stereotype of pretty boy with a rose?
Well, it's very typical. Good job. Congratulations on driving away those machines. The commission for the fee is for 8,000 Meseta has just arrived.
Wow, Alex just undercut me. It's 80,000.
80,000. Well, I can't read without commas. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Put your commas in, people.
Please come again to the Hunters Guild where we enrich the lives of hunters.
These things we do all seem to have consequences all over the place.
We need to watch what we do, don't we, Jazz?
Alright, there we go. So we just got a big payday. And that's the last side mission, people. From here on is where it gets difficult.
And so we reach endgame.
End game. So, let's see.
He's like some non-giving-up school guy.
He's like, what?
Some non-giving-up school guy.
I know, right? Like Kuwabara. Kuwabara syndrome. It happens. Kuwahie syndrome.
Ah, we're finally home. Shall we take it easy? Let's get up bright and early tomorrow.
Well, this is technically Alice's apartment, not yours, Chaz.
I'm sure Alice
Always
would
feels good that we're living in the house of a dead woman, huh?
Jeez. Alright, so you have more Gundam to report on, I'm sure?
Oh, we have plenty to report on with Gundam, but really quick, I'm going to make sure that we're going on the right track. So, our next Ryuka is to Krupp.
To Krupp.
And I think from Krupp, we actually go over to the east or west. Let me double check here. After that, go to Krupp, use the hydrofoil to get over. Yep. Let's see. Now, we are technically a little low for this, but we're going to go in. Because I have a feeling we'll be able to make up the levels. So technically, that over there, that is where we're going next.
Okay.
So now that we have the hydrofoil, we can go over.
Well, maybe you should save before, just in case.
But that wouldn't make sense, Alex. There we go.
It would indeed make sense.
We'll cut out the save, but that's just because I'm being a dork.
Oh, but you won't cut out the grind.
I will cut out the grind. No. Why don't you go ahead and take this one, Alex?
Huh? Are you guys here to inspect the ruins? Well, yes, we are, but who on earth are you? Ah, forgive me for not introducing myself earlier. My name is Seth. I'm a traveling archaeologist.
Okay, that's official. You need to do a Harrison Ford voice now.
I can't do Harrison.
He's an archaeologist.
I can't do Harrison Ford.
That thing belongs in a museum. There we go.
I came here in search of the ruins of an ancient temple. But there are monsters in the cave that leads to it. The temple. Just where we're going. Ah, I knew it! How fortunate! If that's where you're heading, would you allow me to come with you? I do have confidence in my skills. And I don't intend to be a nuisance. An archaeologist.
That's right. This is why we couldn't get Raja, actually, because we do need to party up with this guy. If there are monsters, the more of us there are, the more advantageous it'll be in the fight against them.
Okay, I guess it's alright. Bye, Storm Shadow.
Hi, Storm Shadow.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your kindness.
Rune, he's quite a polite person.
Huh? Oh, yes.